All right, so for our sumo deadlift, you want to walk up to the bar. You want to start with the bar about 1 to 2 inches away from your shin. So toes are going to be flared out slightly, and this is going to be your setup. Now, depending on your flexibility and your hip anatomy, this setup may not be right for you. This works for me. This feels good. If you have tighter hips, something like this may be a little bit more realistic for you. If you've got real flexible hips, something like this may be for you as well. So make sure you play around with the footing before you start your working sets and your warm-up sets to see what what stance actually works for you and feels good. So once again, you're going to be about 1 inch, 2 away from the bar. You want to get a slight bend in your knees. From here, you're going to reach your arms forward while hinging your hips back at the same time. This is going to help get you in proper position. Get your spine nice and neutral, so that way you're able to get a proper brace. So from here, we're going to reach, hinge those hips back, and then from this position, we're just going to bring our arms down to the bar. So now, if maybe you may not be that flexible, if you get to this position and then you bring your arms down and you can barely touch the bar, just use that bar to inch yourself down and get into proper position right here. So as far as foot placement goes, make sure your big toe, your little toe, and your heel stay glued to the ground the entire time. They shouldn't be coming up. You shouldn't be having your toes come up like this. So putting it all together here, a slight bend in the knees, hinge, good reach. Get those arms down, pull in position. So from here, my elbows are pointed out. I want to rotate them backwards here, because that's going to help get my chest up, and that's going to help engage my lats, which is going to help protect my back. So I'm here, elbows are out, and rotate back. And then if you listen, that's called taking the slack out of the bar. You want to make sure you take the slack out of the bar before you actually lift the bar up. So right now I have 135 pounds on this bar. When I take the slack out of the bar, I want to create tension with 134 pounds of tension. So I don't want to actually lift the bar up, but I almost want it to lift up because I want to create that much tension before I drive my feet through the ground to lift the bar up. So here's how it's going to look. Here, reach, rotate back, create slack, or take the slack out, drive my feet through the ground, stand up. Stand up. On the lowering portion, you almost just want to let the bar slide down your thighs, so you're performing an RDL, pushing those hips back. And as soon as you get past your knees, you can go ahead and lower down. So once again, here, rotate back, squeeze the butt, squeeze the core, push the ground away to stand up, and then hinge back, slide down, just like that. And that's the sumo deadlift.